Have Advocate Trivankumar Karnani. Advocate Karnani is a prominent criminal litigation lawyer and a well-known social activist. He is the founder of the Mumbai North Central District Forum, MNCDF, and has been deeply involved in using RTI as a tool to tackle civic and social issues. In 2018, Advocate Karnani launched the MNCDF Flying Squad, a group of proactive citizens who, from various professions who work together to detect and address public interest issues. His work through MNCDF has been recognized for its impact on community governance and public welfare. His legal expertise, combined with his dedication to civic activism, make him a powerful force in fighting for citizens' rights and holding authorities accountable.
Now I respect Advocate Karnani to give his
actually used to standing and addressing the judges. So very good afternoon, friends. I've actually not prepared a brief on this topic, but whatever thoughts come, I'll just go with the flow. Topic is very interesting, leveraging RTI and social media for a better quality of life. I'm going to make it as simple as I can for you all. This is exactly what MNCDF does. Uses RTI, uses the knowledge and information that we retrieve from official government websites and put it to the officials, to the competent authorities, to show them their job and what they're supposed to do and what they're omitting to do, friends. So I'm going to start with a campaign that MNCDF did with our partners, Roads of Mumbai. A lot of you follow them, and I'm sure you all must have heard about them. So we used to take up complaints against vehicles that had number plates in different languages. Officially, a car number plate is supposed to be in English, so it can be identified in case of an accident or in case someone hits and drives away. However, we were noticing that a lot of number plates were in Devanagari script or in in different languages. And every time we raised a complaint regarding this, we received a lot of flack on social media. So a lot of you must be knowing that Mumbai Police and the BMC's official grievance redressal mechanism is on Twitter, which is now known as X. So their handles address complaints that come to them through this channel. And they've got agencies that they have appointed to address these grievances. So every time we put a complaint on social media, we received a lot of flack and criticism for the same. And we never did it with any intention, to hurt a certain sentiment of somebody. We did it purely with a legal approach and a legal mind. So to strategize how to resolve this issue and how to draw the flag away and show our bona fide intentions, MNCDF and Roads of Mumbai filed RTIs through me to the Mumbai Police seeking answers to certain questions. And that campaign really worked out very well for us. Some of the questions that we had put in our RTI application was whether Devanagari script is allowed in Maharashtra. What were the fines that were collected in that particular period for number plates or number plates in Devanagari script? What was the fines that were collected and how many people were charged for wrong side driving? How many officials are there for Mumbaikars in the traffic department? So we got a list of our answers, and fortunately, the answer that we got from the Mumbai police regarding the Devanagari script was that it was illegal for your vehicle number plate to be in Devanagari script. So once we received this reply from the Mumbai police, I think that became a powerful tool for us to use. So every time we put out a complaint and we received flack, all that we kept doing was flashing this RTI reply. So, those who are abusing us just turned around, they disappeared, because when the law supports us, and the Mumbai police's own RTI reply to us told us that it was illegal. So it worked a lot in our favor. In fact, this also helped us to realize that back when we had filed this RTI, for 10 crore Mumbaikars, there were only 3,015 police officers that were deployed in the Mumbai traffic police. Only 3,000 officers. So we effectively even, after we got to know this information, we wrote to the Maharashtra Chief Minister, to the Home Minister, addressing that we need increase of deployment of police officials in the traffic division, because law enforcement was not happening. While the laws are all on paper, but executing these laws, implementing these laws, enforcing these laws requires officials. And then they were like, no, I had multiple police commissioners also tell me that, Mr. Karnani, we have sufficient staff, you don't need to worry. But when I showed them their own reply, that, sir, you think it's fair to have 3,000 officials against so many Mumbaikars? That is when I was able to shut them up. So I think RTI really works well for us. And there was another set of documents that we had retrieved, I think last year. So the BMC has appointed an agency that runs their grievance redressal mechanism for WhatsApp, for Twitter, and for Instagram, but they're mainly on X, that is Twitter. So that agency last year that was appointed by BMC was being paid rupees 2 crores annually. What is their duty and what is their job? The complaints that we put out on social media, on Twitter, they are the medium. They take that complaint, they forward it to the concerned ward officer, who forwards it to the concerned department, and then they redress the grievance, and they're supposed to send the photos back. Now, I noticed that last year, this new agency that was appointed, which I won't name them, I could sense that their grievance redressal mechanism had become weak. They were not giving us responses. They were just ignoring us. And I was extremely furious that, why this high-handedness when they are taking 2 crore rupees yearly. So then we decided, let us retrieve the documents. Let us see what agreement the BMC's PRO department has made with this agency. We used RTI and some other methods, and we retrieved all the documents. I got the tender document, I got the agreement, and I was shocked and surprised to learn that the agreement that was made last year with the BMC and this agency, the entire element of grievance redressal was weakened in the clauses of the agreement, and they made it more like a promotional stunt. So I was harrowed to learn this, and also to see that they were paying 2 crore rupees salaries of each employee whose education was hardly graduation. They were being paid 2 lakhs a month. We took this up with the PRO department's head of BMC, and we told him, like, this is not done. We're going to expose these documents. We did expose these documents. It went out in public domain. The agency received a lot of flack, and within 24 hours, this entire mechanism that was not working, using RTI and getting the documents, putting it out, they got so serious with this. The municipal commissioner gave a noting to all the ward officers to activate the mechanism again. And thereafter, it started working smoothly. So RTI definitely helps us, because what does it help us with? It helps us with the vital information that we need to have clarity on what to talk with the competent authority, how to redress the grievance, and what are they omitting and what are they not doing. Once we know that this is their legal obligation and they're supposed to do something which they are omitting to do, that is how we as citizen activists are able to keep checks and balances. That's why you're not doing this, you are supposed to do this. So basically, these are few experiences that I could remember about how we effectively used RTI, and we continue to do it. And yeah, I think that's about it. So thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Karnani, for explaining these lovely experiences and anecdotes to us.
दोस्तों, जब एक अर्जी आप आरटीआई की डालते हो तो वो कभी भी अनोनिमिटी में नहीं हो सकती है. जब अर्जी डालते हो तो उसमें आपको अपना नाम, एड्रेस, मोबाइल नंबर मैंडेटरी डालना पड़ता है. और जब आप वो करते हो तो हम जानते हैं कि ऑफिसर्स की आज मिली भगत क्या नेक्सस से चल रहा है, तो आपकी आइडेंटिटी तो बाहर जानी है. एंड इफ द स्टेक्स इन्वॉल्व्ड इन दैट इज हाई, यू हैव नॉट मच ऑफ एन ऑप्शन. बट इफ यू रिसीव अ थ्रेट or if there is any kind of criminal intimidation, criminal laws are there to protect you. You go to the police station, you file a non-cognizable offense of criminal intimidation. You take the copy of that NC, you write the letter to Chief Minister, to Home Minister, to DCP, go to the police commissioner, show this NC around, circulate it around the press. When you create awareness of the threat that you are facing, people will back out themselves. We face this very often as lawyers in every second case, because a lot of time when we are fighting cases for our clients, things get personal. We get intimidated. People try to intimidate us. So there is a process that you have to follow. BNS Act में भी धारा है और IPC में भी धारा थी. एक बार आपने एनसी लगा दिया वो इशू पर ना, तो वो एक रिकॉर्ड पे आ जाता है. उसके बाद अगर आप सीनियर आईपीएस ऑफिशियल से, जैसे लोकल पुलिस स्टेशन है, शायद वो नहीं समझेंगे, बट व्हेन यू गो टू एन आईपीएस लेवल दे हैव अ सर्टेन डिग्री ऑफ एजुकेशन, so they will understand where you're coming from. And of course, even if it's not being able to resolve it, that you can escalate it legally to the higher ups, and definitely you will see that those people who are trying to intimidate you will back off. Thank you.
We'll ask Karnani to answer this.
सर आपका सवाल काफ़ी लंबा था, तो मैं कहाँ लॉस्ट हो गया, लेकिन मैं आपको ब्रीफली इसका जवाब देता हूँ. अगर आपको लग रहा है कि कोई पीआईओ जो पब्लिक इंफॉर्मेशन ऑफिसर है कुछ वेस्टेड इंटरेस्ट से काम कर रहा है, या कुछ बायस से काम कर रहा है, कुछ प्रेजुडिस से काम कर रहा है, या सामने वाले से उसने कुछ पैसे लिए या कुछ, मैं आपको एक सिंपल बोलूँगा, आप सीधा उसके खिलाफ उसके नाम का क्रिमिनल कंप्लेंट डालिए. और आप वो कंप्लेंट एंटी करप्शन ब्यूरो में भी भेज सकते हो. वो कंप्लेंट आप जैसे वो जो डिपार्टमेंट में काम करता है उसका मंत्रालय में ऑफिस होगा, मिनिस्ट्री का ऑफिस रहेगा, करेक्ट, उसमें आप उसके खिलाफ रिटन कंप्लेंट डालिए. सर डेफिनेटली उस पर इंक्वायरी होगी, भले उसका रिजल्ट अपने फेवर में नहीं आए, लेकिन वो ऑफिसर को एक चेतावनी आ जाएगी कि वो आपका काम करके आपको दे देवे. अनलेस स्टेक्स इतने हाई है कि उसको his palms have been greased enough for him to lose his job, which is not the case in most of the matters. So जो मैंने सर एक्सपीरियंस किया है, जब भी मेरे को या तो वो पीआईओ हो जाए या तो पुलिस या कोई भी ऐसी कॉम्पिटेंट अथॉरिटी हो जाए जो हमें जवाब नहीं दे रही है या हमारा काम नहीं कर रही है, मैं उनके कंसर्न्ड ऑफिशियल के नाम का सर सीधा क्रिमिनल कंप्लेंट डालता हूँ. और वो 3-4 जगहों पे हमें खुद से जाना भी नहीं पड़ता है सर. आज के तारीख में हम वो पूरा कंप्लेंट स्कैन करके ईमेल्स पर भेजते हैं. ये सब डिपार्टमेंट्स को ऑफिशियल ईमेल आईडीज़ है, एंटी करप्शन ब्यूरो, एवरी पुलिस स्टेशन, हम ईमेल भी कर देते ना सर, वो ऑफिसर को फॉरवर्ड होके पहुंच जाता है और उसको चेतावनी आ जाती है.
File something with RTI and the other fellow says this is no fake information, it is not a RTI, it's wrong information, then it comes under dispute. But if the other person accepts it, there is no dispute.
Just want to add to that, under CPC and CRPC, which is now BNSS, there are provisions where if a document that has been obtained from RTI has been filed, and if it has been objected to by the other party, or if the stamp is not there, the judge has the powers to summon that concerned officer and call for that document to verify whether that document is genuine or no. For that, the party has to make an application before the concerned court. Yeah.
Before we close for today, I'd like to ask if any of the speakers have closing thoughts to add.
I have closing thoughts, and I have one question for the panel also. If, sir, you all have any knowledge regarding people, there are a lot of websites and portals where sitting at home, I've seen you can file RTIs, make payments. Whether those are effective or not, I have not tried it because I'm used to giving it in physical. That was one thing. And number two, what suggestion I had for everyone is that please, if you guys want to file RTIs, buy this book, Right to Information Act. It has all the knowledge and information, including the formats for filing the RTI, first appeal, second appeal. All your questions, all your queries, and the answers to that is over here. And if you buy this book, it will really empower you. Honestly, you can take any. I don't want to glorify any one publisher. I don't represent any of them. But this is Snow White. But there are many other publications and